Why does sticking to a fitness plan seem to get messed up like every damn time, right? You get this idea in your head, if I could only stick to this meal plan or this workout regimen, I could start to get these results and then that would be awesome. So we go, I'm excited. I'm going to do this. We get to Thursday, Friday, the end of the week. It's not happening. And you're left thinking, what is wrong with me? Why can't I do this? And ultimately, you're left with the question, am I ever going to be able to do this? If this is happening to you, I want you to know you're in the right place because I'm going to show you one, why it's happening. And then the second thing I'm going to show you is the way that we fix it. It's not really hard, but the big thing is most people aren't talking about the little thing that you got to do to make these things stick easily. First off, if this is happening for you, don't feel bad about it. This happens to almost every person that I work with, and it still happens to me today when I go to this. The reason why it's happening to you is because we get all excited. We really like the idea behind something that we want. We're in this pain of we want to change our bodies, and then we find a plan. We get caught up in this idea that it is something that we want to do. And then we go, okay, I'm going to do it. And then we go after it. And what we don't realize is that we're not mentally prepared to do this. And here's what I mean by this is that the idea of implementing a new meal plan into your life actually comes with a lot of different changes. And those changes are going to be to habits that you're making in your life. You're going to have to shop differently. That's changing a habit. You're not used to shopping the way that you're shopping. You're going to have to cook and prepare these foods differently. So that's a different habit too. Maybe you're not even used to cooking. So we don't even see these things coming up for us that we're having to change all these things at once. But all these little changes, what they wind up doing is they create a bunch of pain for you. And ultimately what happens is that you don't do it. And when I say do it, I mean that you don't really think about it. When you think about it, you kind of reject it because there's pain behind that right there, right? So what happens? You're not thinking about it. You're going through your day-to-day life. You run into these moments where you go, wait a minute, um, I need to eat something and I don't have any food in the fridge. So should I stop what I'm doing right now and go shopping and then come home and then prepare those foods? Usually the answer is no, because we're hungry. And when we're hungry right then, right? So we go, we're going to wing it. When we wing it, it always goes bad. Maybe you come home and there is groceries in the fridge, but they're not prepared. You go, I'm too hungry. I'm not going to stop and prepare these foods right now. I'm just going to wing it. And once again, when we wing it, the it just goes bad. You know, like as I say to people, can you say chips and salsa? Right? I'm just going to have a little bit to get me through right now so that I can go ahead and then maybe I'll prepare these foods. And then you start in on the chips and salsa. And then the next thing you know, maybe half the bag or the whole bag of chips is gone. Maybe you get a spoon and you go after the peanut butter jar and you just sit there and you start eating it and you look up and you go, oh my gosh, I did that. I'm off meal plan. This feels horrible. And that feeling sets in. And then we just go, okay, here comes Thursday and Friday and we're not doing it. Why can't I do that? That's the big thing that people aren't talking about. What they actually, in order to fix that, what most people are talking about is they're just talking about just do it. And it's not about just do it. There's a way to fix it. And I'm going to give you how to do that very simply right here. So here's how we fix it. When you get that idea in your mind that you want to make this change, there's something there that actually activates you and says, okay, I'm going to do this. And what that is it's a thought and a feeling. It's a dream. It's something that you really want. And what we do is we don't go back and pick that up anymore. So you want to take time and understand that that's the mindset that's going to get you there. Everything is mindset. The thing that you're doing is actually because of where your mind is set. And in order to change what you're doing to get new results, you're going to need to start changing where that mind is set to do that. You're going to look at it and you're going to, why did I want to do this in the first place, right? I want to get these really great results. And then I'm going to feel that. I'm going to take time every day to figure out how to work that into my day. And I'm going to feel that. And what that's going to do for you is that's going to open up your mind about thinking about what you're doing. Because here's what's actually happening. The old way is that we just get this idea and then we take off after it. And then we never go back to the idea and visit it emotionally. We never get our mind back involved in it. And so we don't think about it. And then we just fall back into where our mind is set currently, into our old life patterns. And then we're behind the eight ball when we go, oh, wait a minute. I was going to go do this meal plan. And that's why we weren't thinking of all those times in our day when we could have went and shopped Maybe just for the foods we needed. That's a different habit change, right? When we shop, we go, how does that work? Maybe a habit needs to be changed for you where you go, no, I just go shop in a 10-minute interval. I grab my ingredients for certain things. Maybe that's something that needs to be changed. What makes you realize that you have the time and space to do that is that you're taking the time to actually look at that dream that you want. Why did I want it to do whatever? And you're going, oh, that feels really good. That feels really good. And you learned how to put that into your mind so that those times for you to be doing that are going to start showing up. That's going to show up in the form of this is when you're going to shop for the foods. This is when you're going to work out. Look at here. Here, you've got this space right here. You could do it. This is when you're going to prepare the foods. This is how you're going to go grab stuff that is actually going to get you to put those foods in a container and take them to lunch with you if that's what you're going to do with your work. As you do this regularly and you figure out how to get these thoughts into your mind regularly, you activate what you are as a human is that you're a learning machine. You're always learning these habits of thinking. And your old habits of thinking are the things that were getting you your old results. And so gradually, just like as if we were to change your name or change the language that you speak, by thinking about this regularly, this dream and this goal that you want, you're going to replace that old way of thinking that was getting your old results, like I can't do this, I don't have time, I'm always eating the wrong foods, whatever that might be. And you're gradually going to start thinking about it differently. This is where I have the time. This is how I do it. This is going so great. This feels really good. And what you feel and what you experience is that you're moving yourself towards your goal because you see your results start showing up day to day, week to week, month to month. And what you're building along the way is the you who actually does this stuff naturally. And that's the whole crazy part in all of it is as you're doing that and you're getting those results, when you're running into people in the world and they go, hey, things have changed. Maybe you've lost 20, 30, 40 pounds and, you run into people, it's kind of shocking to them. What they actually say is like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? And you'll say something along the lines that's really strange to them because you go, well, no, it's been pretty easy. It's been pretty easy. And when somebody's dealing with the fact that they can't do it, it's very hard for them. And the reason that you're saying that it's easy is because you're actually creating the ease of doing that as you take that dream and that goal, what it is that you wanted to do, why you wanted to do this meal plan, or why you wanted to implement this workout regularly. And you just start putting those results in your mind already, and you're feeling it and you're thinking it just like you did right in the beginning. The thing that said, this is why I want to do this, you're just sticking it in there. And then you start creating it easier and easier and easier. And then you answer the question to people like, no, it's not really that hard. And this is how you get your results to stick, right? So if you're having trouble out there and you're wondering why your meal plan, your workout, whatever fitness thing that you're trying to implement into your life is not sticking, this is exactly why. This is what everybody goes through. I know this. This is what I've gone through. This is the way to fix it. You want to take that dream and goal right from the beginning, what made you want to do it in the first place, and you want to figure out how to get that thing into your mind on a regular basis so you can open up the space for that thing to exist in your life regularly.